Good evening, students. So, as you know, our exercise 1.3 was finished, and now we are heading towards our new exercise, which is exercise number 1.4. A very simple exercise with very minimum effort. So, we are starting our new exercise. Exercise 1.4. I hope you all are going through this video lectures very carefully. Now, in exercise 1.4, in this exercise, first question is without actually, the first question is without actually performing long division. State whether the following numbers have terminating decimal or not terminating decimal. They are having terminating decimal or non terminating decimal. I think you all are clear about the terminating decimal numbers and non-terminating decimal numbers. As you all know that the numbers like 1.5, 2.35, 8.3432, they all are called terminating decimals because they have fixed number of digits after its decimal, and they can be written in the form of P upon Q. For example, 1.5 can be written as 15 upon 10, 2.35 can be written as 235 upon 100, 83432 upon 40. So they are called as terminating decimals. And one another thing, second thing are non-terminating decimals. Non-terminating decimals are, suppose we are having a number 3.4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 18, 19, 33 and carry on. So this number can be, these type of numbers are non-terminating decimals because they cannot be written in the form of P upon Q. But we are having another type of number which are, suppose 0.33333333. These are called non-terminating repeating numbers. You are already familiar with these type of numbers in exercise 9.3. These type of numbers which are called terminating decimals can be written in the form of P upon Q. These type of numbers which are non-terminating repeating, they can also be written in the form of P upon Q. But these type of numbers which are non-terminating, non-repeating cannot be written in the form of P upon Q. Cannot be written in the form of P upon Q. But how? What the question arises is how we can find out that whether a number is a non-terminating or terminating decimal without performing the long division. Simply a number is given to us, we will divide numerator and numerator by denominator. We divide 15 by 10. It will give us 1.5. It will give us 1.5. So it is a not terminating decimal. Similarly, 1 by 3 giving us 0.33333333. We can say that it is non-terminating repeating decimal. But our question is slightly different from this. In this question, it is given to us without actually performing long division. We need not to perform this type of long division now. We are not performing long division now. This is forbidden for us in these type of questions. Don't perform long division. And yet we have to tell them that either they are terminating decimals or non-terminating decimals. So we are having a very short method to tell them whether they are terminating decimals or not terminating decimals. What is that method? We are going to discuss it in the further case. Suppose a fraction is given to me or a rational number is given to me, and I have to find out that whether it is a terminating decimal or non-terminating decimal. So either it is terminating decimal or non-terminating decimal. So its solution is very simple, a very reluctant, very easy method to check this out. What is this? If the denominator of any number can be written in the form of P upon Q. If the denominator of any number can be written in the form of, I am quite confused here, can be written in the form of 2 to the power n, 5 to the power m. They consist the number which can only be written in the form of 2 to the power n, 5 to the power m. Then it will be a terminating decimal. Then it will be a terminating decimal. Otherwise, they don't have a terminating decimal expansion. Now I am going to clear it. Now I am going to clear this by an example, which is the first question of your exercise 1.4. Question number 1's first part. It's 13 upon 3125, and we have to check either it is a terminating decimal or non-terminating decimal without doing the long division method. So here we are having 13 as numerator and 1325 as denominator. First of all, we will check that this is in the standard form or not. It means अगर आपकी लैंग्वेज में हम कहें कि ये दोनों नंबर्स किसी नंबर से कट तो नहीं रहे हैं, अगर कट रहे हैं तो हम क्या करेंगे, इन्हें काट देंगे. यहाँ पर simply 13 upon 3125, they are not reduced by any number. So this number is in the simplest form. Now we have nothing to do with numerator. Numerator के साथ कुछ नहीं करना है. Now taking our denominator, which is 3125, solve it as it's, write it as it's in prime factors. For example, 5 6 are 30, 5 2s are 10, 5 5s are 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 5s are 5 2s are 10, 5 5s are 5 1s are 5, and 5 equals to 5. So we can write 3125 is equal to 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. So 3125 can be written in the form of 13 upon 5 to the power 5. 13 upon 5 to the power 5. What I have done? I have written 3125 in the form of its prime factors. Okay. Now it is a terminating decimal or not? As I earlier told you, if any number can be written in the form of 2 to the power n, 5 to the power m, then only it will be a terminating decimal. Now you all are thinking that it is this number is having 5 to the power 5. It means it is in the form of 5 to the power n, but there is nothing which can include 2. There is no number which can include 2. So this number must not be a terminating decimal, but it is a terminating decimal. How? I am going to